Good evening and welcome to the PO12 Pocket Operator Rhythm Overview. It's a small unit that can fit in your pocket. That's why they call it the Pocket Operator. This is a new microphone, and I'm going to be having some graphical displays to help describe the simplicity of operation. And yes, there's fish playing in the background. Alright, so there's going to be some different colors here. It's mainly just to differentiate between the sections of the Pocket Operator. Right now we're going to be making a pattern by holding down the pattern button and selecting numbers 1 through 16. That will switch the beat of the pattern. As you'll note, the blue colors to the right there and the blue colors on the top just indicate those are more like the function buttons as opposed to the sound pads. So you'll be holding one of those down and pressing 1 through 16 for different things. So, like before we'd start a beat, we might want to tweak our sound. So we're going to select the sound button, and then let's press number 1. That'll be able to, you can turn the knobs and then tweak the sound, and then you can do that for any of the 1 through 16 sounds. And now we're going to actually be recording a beat, and that will be pretty easy as well. So we're just going to press the right button until the record symbol is lit on the screen. And then you can enter the notes in more of a grid style, and whichever notes are active will be lit with the LED. And when you're done, just press play to listen to the pattern. That's kind of like step recording. Alright, so I forgot to hit record there. That was pretty unfortunate. Anyway, we're going to be talking about parameter locking now. And it's hard to explain, but basically you're going to want to hold the right button while turning the knobs, and that'll muck around with it. But basically, no, never mind. Forget about that for now. We're going to be doing like step multiplying, basically by holding BPM and then any key through 1 through 16, like classically. And then you'll want to be in step right mode. It will insert a retrigger on the step. And then you can press the BPM button multiple times, and it will multiply it 2, 4, 8, or 16 times. It's hard to explain, but just when you're in the step mode or whatever, just hold BPM and then press 1 through 16, and then you can press the BPM button a couple times. I don't even know what this means, but I've done it and it's fucking sounds cool. BPM step multiplying. And parameter locking, it says you basically are holding right while you're turning the knobs. But that, never mind, I'm not sure how to explain that. I guess the only other thing that I would mention would be the adding effects is as simple as holding effects and pressing the 1 through 16. Such as illustrated by 1 being the bass drum, 2 snare drum, 3 is a close hi-hat, so on and so forth. That's by just pressing sound, and 9 for hand clap, and then you can tweak the 2 knobs that you have to tweak for that sound. Then you can go into your step writing or live recording mode. That kind of tripped me out at first too. For live recording, basically when you're pressing play, like your pattern's going, just hold down right, and then you can add drum hits, effects tweaks, effects adds. I don't even know. Okay, anyway, this is just for myself to learn. Anyway, but the sync mode thing is super, super crucial. I forgot to talk about that. That was basically, you're going to be connecting a standard audio cable, and then holding function and pressing BPM to toggle between the sync modes. There's 5 different modes. And so like when you're syncing with a Korg, Volca, or anything with CV gate, you're going to want to muck around with that, and then keep in mind that there's going to be a metronome click sound that could be on one of the speakers, like the left or right, and so you could just keep that in mind. Then the audio could be in monophonic on the right, and then you don't want to listen to the left. There's ways around that pretty easily. You can also be a gangster and have the cable be like half in, half out, stuff like that, but just remember that when you're syncing, it's going to be a little bit weird at first, but it's a headphone jack style cable, and then you're going to be holding function and pressing BPM to toggle the sync modes. And then it's hard to explain to my brain which is the master or the slave, but you'll figure it out easily, like with the Korg Volkas. In is obviously meaning that something else will be the master and the Volca is going to be a slave. And then if you do like Volca out into pocket operator in, then the Volca is the master and the pocket operator is the slave. I don't know which mode that is, but just by toggling, you'll be able to figure that one out. I hope this makes sense from Commander Tregnast or an out. Pocket Operator 12. Fall 2016. Mental Manual Mind Reading Tricks.